sometimes we don't really talk about Atletico de Madrid. I think over the years they've really spent almost every transfer season. Atletico Madrid buy a couple of players. They can buy like 4 or 5 players and they spend. And nobody is saying shit about Diego Simone. He goes through the season third, always finishing third, qualifying for Champions League, and that is it. Nobody really pays attention to Atletico Madrid and Diego Simone. But trust me, they spend. They spend, they buy players, and they should be competing very well in the league. In fact, winning the league and even competing or going for in the Champions League. I don't know why Atletico Madrid, I think nobody really care about them when it comes to spending money, the management of the club, etc. We know they invest heavily in their coach, Diego Simone. I mean, he really if you look at Diego Simone, he reflects, or the team reflects his personality. He has stamped his let's say his personality on his team, and that is fine. They can play an amazing football, they can play all this raw football, anything, and I like them for that. But let's talk about Atletico Madrid spending. It's crazy. This season, I don't want to talk about the past season, but this season alone, Atletico Madrid, they have spent 155 million euros. 155 million euros on players. That is crazy. How can teams like Barcelona compete? How can you compete? And Madrid so far have spent 167.5 million euros this summer. We can talk about Dean Hilson. We can talk about Alvaro Carreras. We can talk about Franco Mastantano. We can talk about Trent, who came for free, but of course they even paid 10 million for that. So that's 167.5 million euros. And my club, Barcelona, 25 million euros for Juan Garcia. And also you got Rashford on a what? On a loan. How can we compete? How can Barcelona compete against these big guys? You know, all these things for Madrid. Let's go to Madrid and Real Madrid. They are the big spenders in La Liga. Barcelona can't even compete. It's sad. And next season, of course, we are the underdogs. If you even look at the odds for the teams that is supposed to win the Liga, Madrid, they tip Madrid to win, and Barcelona somewhere in the middle, and Atletico Madrid, last. So yeah, it's obvious. They are big spenders, and then they are tipped to win the league. I don't even know what to say. So guys, let me know in the comment section what they make of these spending clubs over the past seasons. That Barcelona can't even spend a dime on players to even get the players that we desire to have in this team. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Football Update 25 on YouTube and on TikTok. See ya.